Bible Stories 13. Abram leaves Ur. And Abraham believed God, and it was counted unto him for righteousness. See Romans chapter 4, verse 3. As the years went by, more and more people began to forget about God. The men married women who worshipped idols and who taught their children to worship idols rather than God. As God watched, he knew it was time to find a man who would love him, follow him, and teach his family about God. Through a family like that, God would be able to send his son to the world. God chose a man called Abram. Abram lived in Ur with his family. His family worshipped God, but they were also a bit confused and worshipped idols as well. God knew that Abram needed to get away from that confusion so that he could learn to trust in God and worship Him only. One day, God told Abram, "You need to leave this place and go to a land that I will show you." Abram heard this and chose to obey God. It was difficult for him to leave his home and the people he knew, but he trusted God. Abram packed all his things. He was happy that his wife Sarai, his father Terah, and his nephew Lot were coming with him. They also had many servants who helped take care of all the animals they owned. They traveled to a town called Haran, and they stayed there for some time. While they were in Haran, Abram's father died. Then God spoke to Abram again and said, "You need to get out of here and go to the land that I will show you. I have a plan for your family. I will bless you, and through your family all the families of the earth will be blessed." So again, Abram packed all his things, and together with Sarai, Lot, and all their servants, they started traveling again towards Canaan. When they arrived in Canaan, God said to Abram, "This land I will give to your seed." The seed was the Messiah, the promised one. So God was promising Abram that the promised one would come from his family and that the earth would be given to him. Grateful, Abram built an altar and worshipped God there. Yet Abram wondered, why was God saying he would give this land to his family? Abram and Sarai didn't have any children, and they were getting old. How was God going to do this? Still, Abram chose to trust God and simply follow his lead, even though he didn't understand how God was going to do things. We can choose to have this same trust in God. Sometimes God gives us promises and we don't understand how He can fulfill them in us. Sometimes the things that God promises seem impossible. But if you have faith and wait patiently, we can be sure that God will keep all His promises to us. Do we believe this? Amen.